Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome to Off the Board. This is the series that the lovely Crystal from Pineapple Paper hosts every day in July, and then is a monthly hop on the last Wednesday of every month. So I'm playing along on Mondays, and I'm going to start by a pin I have found and I've saved into my titles board, which helps me immensely when I'm like, I don't know what to use for a title. That's where I find them. When I'm scrolling through and I find something I like, I save it there, and it works really well for me. So I will leave that board linked below because I know a lot of people are interested in how I do that. So that will be down there. But today I'm using this really fun title for a birthday that says Happy Candle Blowing, Wish Making, Cake Eating Day. I love that. Super cute photo of Barrett blowing out his cake, so that is perfect. And I have no idea what I'm using as a collection for this. I just wanted to find a way to make the phrase, the title, work for me. And so I had to start there, and then I will try to find a collection to build off of it. Please make sure you check out all the links down below. Just find the day that we are watching, the day we are on. Today is Monday, so you're going to look for everyone playing along on Monday, and it will all be down there below and let you know if they're playing every day, this particular day, or just when they can. Let's get going. I decided to use Kid at Heart collection from Pebbles to get this layout done. I got this from Scrapbook Your Joy when she was having her sizzling summer sale in June, which was exciting because I hadn't shopped pretty much all year, and then got just a few little goodies to kind of replenish a couple things that I had. Still not exactly knowing the way I want to go with this layout. I'm just flipping through all the pattern papers, and this one's nice because it's two of each sheet, but they're right next to each other. So I simply just flipped through, grabbed a few pieces to see what I was inspired by, and then I'm going to work on my layout after that. But I wanted to grab some of the fun kind of pieces, possibly for some layering. Again, I really wasn't sure, but I wanted to have the option and not have to go back to the pattern paper. I also am going to look through that little ephemera pack. That's all I have from this. I have the ephemera pack and the pattern paper, and that was it. That's all I got. I just liked the pattern paper, and then I thought the ephemera would be cute to add for little things with my kids because they're just at that age. What I decide on is the striped paper as my main one for my photo. What do you call that? Matting. Of course, with the tiered look, because I love a tiered look. It's my favorite. And it also gives you permission to kind of rip into that paper and not be so worried about it. I don't know. There's something like once you cut into the paper, it's more usable, right? It's this really weird thing that I think a lot of us scrapbookers have, where when it's a pristine 12 by 12 paper, it's too pretty to touch. But the moment we cut into it, we can use that sucker up. So maybe we need to start just cutting and letting it go. So anyways, that's going to be my main mat. And then I have that pop of blue for the secondary one. And I'm going to use the ledger paper. First of all, I like the color. It's working with kind of the softness. I have a very, very almost translucent child. We are German and English is our main backgrounds. And so we are very pale, which means when I take photos, especially of Barrett because he's got blonde hair, I have to be careful with the colors I choose as the background because it almost messes with his skin tone. And so this particular one worked well. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the title work that I had pre-created because, like I said, I had to make sure I had it all before I could even create the layout, or it would be a very boring layout, starting with something and then having to change it all up, not following the pin at all. I'm liking this. I just have to figure out the placement because now I'm like, I have the idea of the photo in the middle. That's not really working. Things are like just stacked on top of each other. That's not exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be a little bit more free flowing and add a few extra like pieces of ephemera and stuff into it. And I really wanted to get that cute little guy, that celebrate card on there. And it's frustrating me and it's not working. So I'm going to keep messing with it. But what ends up happening and what I'm going to end up doing is going off camera and trying to figure out on my own, because this is all I'm doing over and over, is just moving things until I can make them work. And what ends up happening and what ends up working is I'm going to have my photo down in the lower left hand corner and then have my title kind of floating around it. And then to add some added interest, I'm going to add in the happy pattern paper, a border strip, and then another border strip just on top of it. And it just helps. It really helps with the flowing of it. And now I get to add in the little bits of ephemera. So I add in that heart, the cute little plant, and the avocado because it was so cute. And my daughter picked it out, which was fun. The little cake piece and a couple arrows. So that is what the majority of the layout looks like. And I'm going to wave to you. But then I'm looking at it thinking it needs just a little bit more. And my decision to make that is I'm going to add in some Sandie Etsy shop goodies. So I'm going to add in 2 wood veneer banners and then some enamel pieces that you can find in the shop. And those will be linked below as well, so you can get your hands on them because they're adorable and you need them in your scrappy stash. All right, guys, that is a look at my layout based off of a titles pin. Thanks so much, and I will see you all again next Monday for another Off the Board. Bye, everyone.